everyone, and hello to you, Einstein.
Hey Thomas,
How are you doing this Halloween?
I'm hello. Good. I'm very good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're not here to talk about Halloween today, though. We're going to talk about the
some
upcoming
scary
Cardano.
good summits.
Yep, Cardano Summit. I guess you have to be living under a rock not to know that Cardano Summit starts in 2 days in Dubai. There's also going to be a lot of other community-driven events all over the world, including one that we're hosting in Oslo. So that's going to be really exciting. But without further ado, I want to just get right into the main event in Dubai and talk a little bit about the program that's been going on there, because that it will be going on there because it is a packed program. So it's gonna take us a little while to go through all of it. So I guess we'll just get right into it, shall we?
Yeah, let's keep it compact.
Yeah,
It's a lot.
we're not gonna go deep into any part of it, but we're going to just go through what will happen there and what we think will be exciting. So we go into Summit Cardano, the Cardano Summit website, and we'll just have a go right into the agenda. Um, and yeah, let's see. Let's start. I think should we start with the master classes?
Well, we could start with the fact that on the 2nd November there's a Battle of the Builders, like 10. I think you need to select everything to see that. Yeah.
Yeah,
So the people will be joining there already on the 2nd November and networking, but already on day one or day zero, I guess you could call it,
yep,
there will be pitch decks. And this is something like I've seen more and more on these summits and something we're doing in Oslo as well. But like the power of that, like creativity, it will be cool to see if they will produce some cool stuff that everyone else will get to hear about during those
absolutely.
battle of the yeah.
Yeah, I completely agree. And the Battle of the Builders has been going on for a while. I think it's been 3 months, and
Right.
these are the finalists that will be able to present here. So it's going to be really good.
Hopefully they've honed their pitch decks, so it will be cool for everyone to watch that. Yeah.
They have probably prepared well.
Yeah.
At least I hope so
So
for their sake. So, but yeah, let's move over to the master classes. There's nothing going on there on the 2nd of November. There might be some community events as well, but we don't have a full have a full agenda for those.
I'm
So we're
going
not
to give a
we're only. Hmm?
I'm going to give a guess. There will be a taco event, even if
Probably
it's in Dubai. I believe some community members have found a taco joint there. So yeah.
guaranteed. Yeah, so on 2nd of November, there's no other program than the network soiree and the Battle of the Builders. Day one program starts November 3rd, and we kick things off with there's two. There's plenty actually. There are a lot of master classes going on. Some of them are at the same time, so you can't pick and choose everything. But as you can see, there are a lot of them, and all of these are on the same day. So we'll just run through a couple of the most interesting to us, and we'll just mention everyone else. So you got a Marlow, a deep dive. Um, so let's see. What was it that you said about Marlow to me yesterday? It was like building Legos, was it?
Smart contracts with Lego blocks. It's
Yeah,
the super cool language, and
yeah,
I've been looking at the tweets, and I think if you puzzle through some of the tweets, there's like some hints that there will be some certification and maybe even some NFT drops from attending some of these master classes. So that's pretty cool. That means that we as a community are starting to actually give some form of acknowledgement of what type of classes you have attended to, and people are building a reputation and a knowledge base. So pretty cool.
yeah.
Uh,
This is an IOG masterclass, and then we have, let's see, institutional grade and ESG compliant staking. Um, this is something you know way more about than I do, because I don't. When I read that, I the only word I understand is staking.
Yeah, so if it's environmentally compliant, social and governance criteria,
Yeah,
environment, social governance, ESG.
yeah,
Well, for me personally, of course, this would have been really interesting to attend. I know there are some staking pools that run by renewable energy, but for me also, it's so important that you are in compliance with regulations. That and you need to know these things because it's going to be more and more important for staking pool operators as we do more services. When we're just verifying blocks, it's quite simple. But when we're starting to do like batchers, when we're starting to do add-on services, when we have Mithril on top of it serving data, it starts to become a bit more complex. And then those type of classes are really cool for SPOs to have that knowledge to be able to judge what they
yeah,
should do and how to be compliant.
yeah. All right, and then we have revolutionizing government supply chains. I don't think we're gonna. The title says itself what it is. This is. I think this is a really interesting topic, especially in the environment that the summit is in Dubai. I think that government supply chain is a hot topic down there, and many other places as well. But I know it is a hot topic in the Emirates.
Yeah,
Um,
if you look
uh,
back like from the very first some of the early summits, there was talks about like supply chain for medicine, and we actually seen on Catalyst some supply chain for food and to verify the sources of these things. And we
yeah,
have wine. I think it was Simergo doing wine sourcing, and yeah, so definitely this is something the Cardano blockchain is being used for, and there's a lot of knowledge about it.
yeah. See, and then we have wallets, wearables, payments. The Tangem revolution unleashed. So this is the Tangem team that is hosting a wallet slash payment solution masterclass. Or from what I understand, this is going to be more of a workshop than a masterclass. This is going to be a lot hands-on, and I would love to be part of that one myself. Actually, I have a Tangent card here myself.
Yeah,
Uh, and I use it, and I really like what Tangent is doing. So I would have gone to that one if I could. Let's see, and then we have DeFi protocols and how they work. Well, again, the title says itself, so we're not going to dive into that. Then we have, I think this one is really interesting. It's WRFGS. It's a UN stake pool, United Nations, where the staking rewards goes to help refugees. So
Absolutely.
and they're going to talk what they will do next, what are the plans for the next project, and the future of their stake pool. So I think that would be really interesting. I really like what they are doing and the collaboration they have going on with the Cardano Foundation. Is
I agree.
yeah.
If it
Let's
was me,
see.
I will go there as well. They have like 4 or 5,000 ADA per epoch now. They're giving away in charity, so it's already quite significant.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then we have the one that I would definitely not miss on day one. The
yeah.
reality of real world asset tokenization with Daniel Friedman. This one is going to be hot. It's going to be what they're doing in Zengate with Palmyra is really, really, really cool. For those of you that don't know, what Palmyra is doing is allowing small local farmers to sell their merchandise, their crops, and
Coffee.
also you can track it. You can track where it's coming from, but and it's all done on chain. And of course, Daniel is a really nice guy. He's my favorite used car salesman, as I tend to say. Um,
Oh, is he? I've never met him in real, but he's one of the OG of the OGs, and he is fantastic guy. But
yeah,
I've heard it's quite tall. Yeah.
yeah. Let's see. And then we have another really interesting thing. It's a hot topic still, Catalyst. And we'll have an overview of the Fund 11. And hopefully we'll have a date. So that's going to be really fun. It's going to be interesting to see what they have learned from Fund 10, what the Catalyst team will do to improve. Maybe they have something new as well. Who
I can
knows?
add.
They tend to have some interesting topics.
I agree. Daniel Rebar is a fantastic community guy in governance. Like he knows everyone, and I'm sure he's taking on a lot of community feedback. And we will see both what will happen, changes in Fund 11, and perhaps they will talk about future funds as well. So that one I would have attended for sure.
Yeah. And then we have a let's see lessons learned from investing in Web3 startups through an accelerator. So here we have a CV Labs. That's the name of the company, CVVC. So I'm guessing it's a VC.
Yeah.
They are well. They're going to talk about what they've learned from investing in startups. Um, then we have tokenized climate solutions. I like this subject. I have not uh, been diving too deep into it, so I don't know anything about this. I've actually never heard of Zero Citizen before, so but they're going to talk about how blockchain technology can enhance tokenized climate solutions.
Let me add to that. Like Cardano has a long tradition of doing these type of projects, like Veritree. Then we have on Book Iono, like a climate neutral book where you actually buy carbon credit for the cost of making a book, and like this is something blockchain is truly made for. So if you're into environmentalism, then perhaps that is the one for you to check out.
Yeah. All right, let's see. How many more do we have? Oh, we got to
Yeah, not
speed up a little bit, I see.
okay. All right.
So then we have Hydra Mithril development. Let's see, demystifying crypto derivatives from basics to building blockchain-based options. That's a lot of words, but it is Lars that is speaking there, and I've never heard anything Lars says that's boring. So it's probably going to be really good.
He's a fantastic
Um,
educator.
yeah, absolutely. He's super good.
Mm.
Let's see, and then we have a future of Dexys in Africa. Um, this is the from Up to Date, and yeah, they're gonna. Well, the title says itself what they're gonna talk about. Challenges of an ITO. That's actually a really interesting topic,
Mm.
especially now with the current political or the current political
Environment.
situation with Mika and everything coming up.
So,
Um, I think that's for those that are thinking about or have done or are doing an ITO. They should absolutely be looking
I
at
would,
what's been said here.
I would argue the whole community should have some knowledge about this so that
Yeah,
we hold these different projects accountable for what they're doing.
yeah.
Mm.
Let's see, and then we have unlocking institutional interests, a real-world asset on Cardano. This is the team from Twin.
Yeah.
We have Lisa and Thomas. We know already. They are from the Nordic region, Norway, and so yeah, they're going to talk about real-world asset tokenization and the Twin platform. Um, and then we have, let's see, startup to standout, mastering blockchain entrepreneurship. Um, this can also be really interesting. Lloyd is a really good speaker.
Yeah.
He and his experience from drip drops is probably going to be really good to to talk about how you can stand out in a competitive environment such as the Web3 or crypto space is.
I agreed. They're a professional team, and he has a lot of knowledge. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see, and then we have unique features and significance of blockchain education, or Cardano's unique features and significance.
Mm.
This is an Emergo panel. So they're going to talk about uh, or how Cardano stands out from others. I guess when it comes to features. So yeah, so it's how Cardano stands out compared to other layer ones. And the last one for the 3rd of November is rapid onboarding of existing Web2 projects to Cardano with Logosphere. Um, I can't say I know what Logosphere is.
Me neither, to
No.
be honest.
um, but I guess by watching this, you'll hopefully know. but,
Exactly.
but
I think I
but
need
it is
to.
on onboarding of existing Web2 or traditional projects to Web3. That much I can read into it. All right, let's jump into the 4th of November and scroll up to the
Wow,
top.
how many classes there are! It's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we have well, this is a two-parter. You have,
Three parts.
so I'm gonna treat this as one. We'll have the SPO masterclass. Actually, there's several parts of it.
Yeah.
3 parts at least. Let's see how many it
Mm.
is at the end. So we'll have Fred from the Cardano Foundation. He will introduce the masterclass. And then we'll have Marcus will talk about Cardano network health monitoring, and he's also going to do a Q&A. And then we'll have Chris from Straightpool. He will talk about hardware. Well, he says hardware, so wallet security, but leaning towards hardware. Um, he's also going to do a Q&A on that topic.
I think
Uh,
these two will be really interesting. Marcus
yeah,
Gutmar has done some really cool stuff. For example, with eToro, with their latency problems, they had
yeah,
like very high time sync problems, and they will probably explain like how some of these more popular pools are getting hammered with requests and stuff, and show really to how you evolve from like a small time staking pool operator to a big time staking operator, and handling all of the requests and needs for that. So I would definitely go to those. Those are
yeah.
really good.
Let's see, and then we'll have a couple of guys from the Tallinn University of Technology. They're going to talk about how to scale up Cardano education. So, practical experiences from implementing blockchain projects in a classroom. Um, that's a really interesting topic. How do you do this in a? It's easy to do in a one-on-one situation, but
Yeah.
how do you do it in a classroom situation with, like they say, 100 plus students? Um,
That gives me an
how?
idea. We should have a workshop about this for NADA, about using DBSync for our people as well on our summit in the future.
Yeah. See, and then we have another Marlow workshop. Turn ideas into smart contracts. So it's going to, yeah, illuminate how Marlow transforms smart contract development.
Let me give you an example of just how powerful that is. Like when we have governance, you could have like a governance explorer that had like a treasury, and you could in that treasury make a smart contract that people just drag and drop Lego blocks who decide who signs the multi-sig wallet, and like basically in 5 minutes you have made a whole smart contract deciding the governance structure of your treasury. It's
Yeah,
insane. Like Marlow is going to be huge,
yeah,
and it's
absolutely.
finally arriving. Yeah.
And from what I've gathered, it's going to be so easy that even I can use it. So I I hope it comes soon.
Let's build some Lego together, Thomas. Let's do this.
Yeah, see, and then the SPO masterclass continues. Legal and regulatory aspects of staking mechanisms. All of these SPO masterclasses are aimed towards existing and those that want to be SPOs. So it's very narrow focused on certain topics that are relatable mostly to SPOs. Um, but of course, if you if you are or want to become an SPO, you should know a little bit about the legal stuff.
Yes.
uh, and let's see. Then we have another thing I have no knowledge of, which is Maestro, the complete Web3 stack for Cardano. I can't say I've heard of Maestro.
I
Uh,
believe they're actually a bit. They have been for a while, and there are people using it, and it's a powerful stack as far as I've heard. I've not used it myself, but if you are a D app who mostly have the IDs and need to have simplified backend, I guess that's probably going to be a good class for you.
yeah,
And I'm just guessing based on what I've heard. Yeah.
yeah. And then we're gonna have a SanchoNet demo, and let me tell you, if you are interested in Voltaire, SIP 1694, and governance in general, uh, definitely check out this demo.
If I were going
Uh,
to do one thing in the whole day, it would be this. Samuel Leathers, he's like the bleeding heart of Cardano testnets, and he's a fantastic guy.
yeah,
And sure, it might be technical. It's probably going to be terminals and showing stuff. If you're lucky, they will show our Explorer with showing what they're doing there. But it's history in the making, basically. I would not miss it for the world. That one.
yeah, I agree. I've seen a demo. You've seen a couple of them, and they are really really good. Let's see, and then we have more SPO masterclass Ouroboros network libraries. So it's going to go a little bit deeper into the Ouroboros network.
Yeah, that's an
Uh,
advanced class, I would say. Yeah.
yeah. And then you'll have Cardano tokenomics at the stake pool level, uh, a powerful blockchain analytic approach. This is by a couple of guys from the University of Zurich. I cannot think that this is a topic that is going to be very interesting unless you are an SPO. It's so specific.
Yes, I would agree on that. But
Yeah.
it's very good for those who are interested in.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, it is a really good topic to talk about, but it is very SPO specific. I mean, this is even more specific towards SPOs than most of the SPO master classes that we've seen so far. Um, just, I mean, I haven't seen it, so I could be wrong, but
It'll be
my
very
guess is that
general.
this is
Yeah.
going to be very, very SPO specific. Um, let's see. Now we have blockchain and decentralized identifiers for development. This is also a really interesting topic for those that are interested in DIDs and other. Well, if you're interested in identification or
Simon is a really clever
KYC,
guy
yeah,
and great guy. So yeah,
yeah.
that's a good one.
And then we'll have GovTool interactive demo.
That,
This is also going to be really really interesting, especially if you are interested in um, in Voltaire
yeah.
and governance.
I'm partial. I live and breathe governance, but that one, I am so excited for Gov tools like voting straight through a web. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I'm really hoping this will be live streamed because and that goes for a lot of these. I hope they are able to live stream as much as possible. But this one I really want to watch.
Agree.
Let's see, Global Impact Challenge, how to get involved. So here they will talk about this is by Alexander and Theodore from Cardano Foundation and UN, UNDP. That must be UN, right?
I have no idea, and it was very undescriptive. So
Yeah,
let's just
it's
say
from
Cardano has a
UNDP,
lot.
which
Yeah, possible.
we guess is is
I'm going
UN.
to Google it.
So it's a global. I guess they're going to talk how to get involved with the Global Impact Challenge.
Yeah, you're right. It's the development program of the UN,
Yeah.
UNDP. Mm.
Um, then we'll have more SPO Masterclass, another really good one, really strong lineup of speakers. From alternative nodes to stake pool pledge effectiveness.
Mm.
This is with Marcus, Chris, both of them have talked earlier. Andrew from Noom, and we have Denisio from the Cardano Foundation. These are all really great guys.
Yeah.
and I think this masterclass should be really really interesting as well.
If you're going to watch one that's probably not only super technical, maybe that one is quite cool because it brings together all of them into a good discussion. So that
Yeah,
could be interesting for many people.
yeah. Let's see. Then we have Intersect committee update. For those of you that do not know, Intersect is an MBO. It was revealed during the SIP 1694 workshop in Edinburgh, and it's a member-based organization in the building. It's not being fully built yet. It's in development, so it's going to be it will be fun to hear a status report, basically there. Let's see, Cardano ballot and the upcoming event on SIP 1694.
Ooh,
Um, that's also going to be interesting. It doesn't really say much about what it is.
yeah,
I have a funny
I
feeling
bet
I
guess.
do know, but yeah, my my educated guess is that he's going to talk about constitution workshops, the upcoming constitution workshops.
You might be right.
Uh, yeah. Let's see. Recalibrating value, identity, and impact through the blockchain. The Cardano Impact Report. Um, is this the? No, this is not the. That was a Q3 report that I was thinking
NFT.
about. Yeah. This is another one. So yeah, this is it's a really strong strong lineup of speakers. Michaela is super knowledgeable.
Yeah,
Um, I have heard Cole speak before, and I've read some of the things that Rosali has published,
nice.
and these are really really knowledgeable people. It is a little bit above what I tend to read. It's really high level stuff.
Yeah, and usually, like for example, Mihaela, she does some really amazing high level stuff on governance as well. So
Yeah,
yeah, it's quite heavy probably on the theory, but it's very recommended. Yeah.
yeah. Let's see, and then we have Orcfax's decentralized Oracle feeds. They're gonna do a tutorial, or they're gonna introduce the role of oracles in DeFi, followed by a tutorial and a demo. So if you want to learn a little bit about oracles, go to that one. And then we have on-chain games, gamification, and AWS with PyMangine from Sebastian. This is also going to be really good. If you are into gamification, if you are into gaming in general, this should be really good. And we'll end up with Catalyst. Its evolution and impact. And this one is going to be really interesting. I'm hoping that they have prepared really well. I know they have, and so they're going to talk about all of the past 10 Catalyst funding rounds. Talk about what they've learned, how they talk about how they came to the conclusions that they did, and so on. This should also be really, really interesting for those that are
Hosting
interested
event.
in the topic.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
very good.
yeah. So
That was just the master classes.
that was just the
That's
master
amazing.
classes. Yes. Um, I think what goes on in the pitch arena, there is so much that we're not going to cover that.
No,
We're just going to go straight to the main stage, and see what's being said on stage. And this everything here will be live streamed,
perfect.
from what I understood. So registration, don't care about that. So we're going to 3rd of November. So it's going to start with a welcome to Dubai talk from, let's see, he's from Dubai Blockchain Center, and then we'll have Fred from Cardano Foundation talking about enterprise blockchain is dead. Long live blockchain for enterprise.
Nicely.
Um, I have heard Fred talk about this topic before. It is super interesting. It is a very unique way of looking at. He has a unique way of looking um, at enterprises and blockchain. It's a really really good speech. You have to watch that one. It's short and it's good.
Nice.
Let's see, and then we have essential governance, building strong blockchain foundations. So here we have Boston Consulting Group present. We have Sunny Lu from VChain. We have someone from CoinDesk and Brill and Cardano Foundation.
Looks like a
And
mix of theory
yeah,
and journalism, and should probably be a very good like general governance
yeah,
event.
this is not going to be this is going to be a panel, probably, uh, where they're going to discuss discuss the topic of building a
Mm.
building foundations on blockchain. Um, let's see how to build and maintain a stable blockchain. Again, looks like it's going to be a panel discussion. And we have some strong names here as well. We already talked about Sam from IO. You have Nico from the DC Spark. You have Nick from Stacks Foundation and Dominic Schneider from IOTA. Um, that's actually a really, really interesting name. I might be a little bit biased. I grew up with with the other founder of IOTA. Uh, he went 2 classes below me at school, so I might be a little bit biased there. But Dominic is a really interesting figure. And then we have Alexander from Cardano Foundation.
I will add to that, like I've there's some Twitter tweeting about could there be some form of collaboration between IOTA and Cardano. Like I will definitely watch that one, just in case there's some cool things happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
um, let's see. So yeah, so they're going to talk about building and maintaining a stable blockchain. Okay, I just have to say it. It's good there's no one from Solana there. Okay, let's move on. Emergo is going to talk about the way forward. So they're going to talk about the future of the upcoming near future, I guess, of Emergo. It's going to be Nikhil Joshi. Then we have State of Web3 in Africa. This is also an Emergo speaker. So we're going to talk about the state of Web3 in Africa. And then we have a
The
really
big one.
interesting topic here. This is Cardano past, present, and future. This is with Charles, Mike, and Aaron, all from IOG. We're going to talk about a little bit about history, a little bit about now, and a little bit about the future.
Could
Uh,
there be more roadmap updates? Like, oof, I want to watch that one for sure. Like,
yeah,
mm,
it could be fun to see. Absolutely. It's probably going to be something there.
ooh,
And then it will be a break. So we're just going to skip that. It has nothing to do with Cardano. Lunch. And then we move on again to empowering communities through participatory governance. Again, something I will definitely look at. This is governance Voltaire related as much as it can be. With Tim, Ben, Jack, and Daniel, all from IO.
the dream team of community. Like, these are really great guys.
Yeah,
Everyone who's working in the community knows these people. So I
yeah.
also look forward to it.
And then we're going to talk about advancing blockchain with education. Um, I do not know any of these names. I know a couple of the names, but I haven't spoken to any of them or seen any videos or read anything that they are doing.
No,
So, but of course, they're going to talk about blockchain in education. A really interesting topic. It's important at least because we need to get more education, or we need to get more blockchain into education. So especially higher education. Let's see the next phase of global blockchain regulation. Again, really interesting, especially now with the political environment that we're in, with regulations coming both in US and in Europe, and also several places in Asia. I haven't heard anything about regulations well, I haven't heard much about regulations in Africa, but there's probably something there as well.
you got the dream team of the legal teams, like Joel Tiepner. I think Tapner is the head of legal at IOHK, among
Yeah,
others. So
yeah.
yeah.
Then we're going to close off the day with Global Impact Challenge 2022. Is that a typo?
I'm also curious about that. What?
Or maybe it's over the past year.
Last
Oh,
year's
so
summit.
it's
That could
uh,
be right, correct then. It's about
yeah,
what happened last year. Yeah.
it is what happened last year. It's an update from last year. Um, and then it's a special announcement on Global Impact Challenge 2023.
Of course, it's from the
Yeah,
last year, and then yeah.
with Fred from Cardano Foundation and Theodore. That we mentioned him also earlier today. Okay, so that was November 3rd, and then for the last day we have Intersect and its role in Cardano governance today and tomorrow. This is going to be really interesting for those that are interested in joining Intersect or just wanting to see what it is. It has a really good lineup here as well. All from IO. Have Nikhil, Joel, Nigel, and Sheldon.
Have to brag about Sheldon. What a great guy! Like, always friendly and always something cool and funny in his when he's talking. So yeah. Well,
Absolutely. Yeah. And then we have Make Way for Blockchain Enterprise with no description. I have,
let's skip that one. It's
yeah,
probably good, but we don't know that one.
yeah. Let's see. And then we have Traceability Solutions, a discussion on blockchain use cases. Um, this is also really interesting because, like I said, what is a blockchain if it has no use case? It's That's a pump and dump. Uh, Here
Cardano has
you,
a long tradition with this as well. Like they have so many traceability solutions. I know Emergo worked on many of these. So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, and also here it's talk about traceability, traceability like from agriculture, forensics, supply chains, governance tracking, etc. So, and I think it's really interesting to see that you
Dubai
have
police.
someone from the Dubai police. I
Oh,
did not expect to see
forensic related. Yeah,
that. It's an interesting topic, and
yeah,
I'm
be cool to
curious to
watch.
see what law enforcement has to say about the traceability and blockchain. That's an interesting thing.
That's a good
Uh,
point.
yeah. Blockchain for sustainability, ESG reporting, and supply chains. So we're back on environment.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not going to go too deep into that. I don't know any of the names here. I don't know. Do you know anything about any
Let's
of
see.
these?
No, but World Trade Organization attending, that's interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah,
no, I don't know more about it.
yeah. Decentralized social media, the future of empowerment and connections. Uh, I mean,
Yeah,
decentralized social media. That is probably a few years in the future, at least before it goes big. But of course, it's interesting to see what's being how Emergo thinks about this and what they are doing
mm,
to build towards it. So so yeah, so let's see, and then we have Web3 Commerce by Corey from Bridge Tower Capital. Um, it's Dubai's Web3 evolution. Yeah, well, it's probably going to talk about how Dubai is utilizing Web3 and becoming a global hub for Web3. This is beyond Cardano.
yeah.
This is also beyond crypto or blockchain. This is Web3. So it's covers all of this.
That
Uh,
said, Jeremy Pfister is there, and he's usually one who does a lot of things behind the scenes, and there
yeah,
could be some cool things from that one as well.
yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Learning from open source veterans.
Yeah,
Uh, I mean, it's always interesting to hear from some OGs. I do not know anything about either of those two. I know who Alex is.
builds the
Uh,
waste wallet, right, Alex?
yeah,
Yeah,
and yeah. So of course, it's always interesting to hear what the people that built what we're building on has to say. So could be
for sure.
interesting. The future of DeFi and digital assets. This could be really interesting to hear the thoughts from especially this panel here. I do not know Scenario Labs, but to hear from Jarek from Axo,
He's a
uh,
genius.
to hear from Red from Masari. I mean, Masari, they deliver some really good content.
Yeah, and
Uh, Really great reports, detailed. They're not biased whatsoever.
I agree.
Uh,
They're the best we have
yeah,
of reports. Yeah. And
and
Axo, like if you've seen their white paper, it's crazy, and they're currently having a demo on the testnet, like it's like mind blowing what they have made. So that session, that could be really good to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we have the power of blockchain for good.
Love it.
Um, so this is more than your street. You have delved into blockchain for good stuff before and are still doing it.
Yeah, I mean, we still have like a Kiva group doing donations, but
Yeah,
what I hope to see is like we build something on chain, and it's going to be really interesting to hear about some of the solutions, like how we're collaborating with the UN, if we can actually formalize it into like more than just a pool, like more long-term solutions where people can go in and help directly to a project, for example, for UN. That would be really cool to see. But I don't know. I just want know that I want to hear it. But if it's I mean, I will be glued because the next one is the big one. I think that's where we will get the roadmap. So I will definitely be watching both of those probably.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And you said it. The last one for the main stage program is the closing keynote, and the name things ahead to 2024 and beyond. If we don't get the information about constitution workshops in at the masterclass, it's definitely going to come here.
I agree.
I will be really surprised if it doesn't.
That that note
Yeah,
could be something like a game changer or what we will hear
yeah,
there. So
yeah,
I will be glued to that one.
yeah,
Like if you anything you should watch, watch that one.
yeah. And also, like you said, there is a possibility that it can be an update to the roadmap. Fingers crossed. Yeah. And of course, it is Charles, it is Tamara, it is JJ. Really great group of people, all of them. I mean, I love I love hearing what Charles has to say all the time. Tamara, she doesn't speak that much, but when she does, it's
Yeah.
always interesting, and it's straight from the heart, always honest,
Yeah.
and you know she means what she says. She's super awesome, and JJ as well is a great guy. He has a lot of interesting things to say, it's a really great way to close up. Um, on top of that, I just wanted to briefly go through. We're not going to talk about it, but the network soiree on the second, we already talked about it. If you want to go out in the desert and have a dining experience, you can do that. That's at an extra cost. And then November 4th, that's going to be the closing for everything. It's the Gala Awards dinner, also at an extra cost. It's going to be two things here that's happening. It's the uh, on top of the dinner, it's going to be the winners of the hackathon will be announced, and the Cardano Summit Awards. Really interesting to
That
see
will be fun to watch.
who goes away with the awards.
I have one more because we're biased with Norwegian. So I believe Iagon is doing something. Maybe it's in the pitch arena that they will do.
You can
Let's
have a
see.
look at it, and yes, they are. Let's see if I can find it. Uh, let's
Hosky and
see.
Patrick. That's cool.
Yeah,
My
This is
God, there's so
actually
many things.
actually
Yeah.
really interesting. Exploring new markets through strategic partnerships. I mean, no one does partnerships on Cardano better than Animaker and
That's,
Husky
I agree. I agree.
and Clay Nation.
Yeah.
Hands down, three of the best.
Yeah, it's good you
Uh,
mentioned that one. I agree with
yeah.
you. That's a cool one. And
Here
there
we
you
are.
got it. Yeah.
So we have Navit from Iagon. We'll talk about driving innovation in data compliance and decentralized storage. So, in short, he's going to talk about what Iagon's doing.
I'm hoping mainland that they will announce something, or we will see. It will be
Yeah.
cool. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and there are a lot more as well. Like you see, there are a lot here, and there are even more on the third.
It's
I
just
don't know.
growing every year, more and more. It's crazy.
Yeah, so there are a lot. Go in and check it out on the Cardano Summit. The link is going to be below. There are also other things you can do here. You can have a look at the speakers. You can read about the hackathon, Battle of the Builders, Cardano Summit Awards, virtual attendance, Faces of Cardano. Have you put your face on yet?
No, I should probably. Yeah. And if you're not
You,
tired, then you
you,
can go also the London event and the Oslo event and the
yeah,
Indonesian event. And yeah, it's crazy. The
yeah.
community summit. Yeah.
So that was the last thing I wanted to just briefly touch upon. There are places that where you can still attend. I think I don't think registration has closed yet. If the site wants to load, though,
I guess the demand is starting to ramp up for the events now. People are checking
or
in.
maybe they have closed down the registration.
Maybe.
I actually I don't know. Doesn't seem like it wants to load. So,
Yeah, let's end it there.
but yeah, if there are 25, I believe. Last time I checked, community-led events. We already mentioned Oslo that we are hosting ourselves. There are you got London, Düsseldorf, New York has already been. Let's see, there we go. So yeah, Amsterdam, Bangalore, Bangkok, Berlin, Buenos Aires, Cape Town, Kiribati, Hanoi, Ho Chi Minh. There's all 25 places, I believe, all
Yeah.
over the world, and it looks like you're able to, yeah. So you can join waiting list for those places that are filled up, and you can sign up.
Get on a plane, go to San Antonio, you're good.
San
Yeah.
Antonio is a great city. You have to go to the Riverwalk, and you have to go to the east corner of the Alamo and see. I mean, people usually go to the Alamo to see the
I
history of Davy
remember.
Crockett
Mhm.
and the history between Mexico and the United States. But I went there to see the eastern corner, southern east corner of the Alamo, is where Ozzy Osbourne was arrested for
Oh.
having a piss on the Alamo.
I thought that went completely in another direction than what I expected you were going to say. But okay, cool.
So now you know.
Now I know that. That's the
Yeah.
perfect one to end this video. All right.
Yep. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it was a little bit on the spot. We have not prepared much for this. It was just a fun thing we thought about doing.
We just
But
love
yeah,
the Cardano community
yeah.
and we
I
look
just
forward to the summit.
hope you liked the video. Hope it was interesting, and click the like button. Click subscribe if you haven't already, and hope you enjoy the Cardano Summit in one way or another.
Take
And
care.
with that, bye bye.